What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to The Fringe. Yes, the headline is not clickbait. It is not false statements. Justin Trudeau's party is turning on him. In fact, Justin Trudeau's party is starting to implode in the most glorious of ways, and I want to show those things to you, and we're going to get to those things right away. But before we jump into our video today, folks, yes, it's time once again to recognize this video's sponsor, Unacceptable Fringe Books. Unacceptable Fringe Books has something new and exciting to share with each and every one of you. Our newest book and possibly final book entry into our series of political satire books, Just Axe the Tax, a parody of Dr. Seuss's Green Eggs and Ham, is now available on Amazon. Over the last few years, it's been my absolute pleasure to bring you hit titles such as How the Prime Minister Stole Freedom, One Face, Two Face, Blackface, Blueface, Hold the Line, The Ballad of Tamara Leach, and How the Prime Minister Broke Canada. All of these best-selling books have been an absolute thrill to write for you, but with each book releasing, we always want to give back to the community as well and try to help Canadians in some shape or form and another. This time, I'm proud to announce that proceeds from every purchase of our books on Amazon will be going towards helping local Canadian food banks at a time when the Prime Minister has made affordability very difficult for common Canadian households. At Unacceptable Fringe Books, not only are we committed to giving you humor in political entertainment, but we are also committed to giving Canadians a boost at a time when they're in need or looking for some form of assistance. Head over to Amazon.com or Amazon.ca right now and pick up your copy of Just Axe the Tax and give yourself the gift of a little bit of laughter at a time when everyone in this country could definitely use some. Link is down below in the description. Just a reminder, folks, the link is down below. Again, the promotion to donate to local food banks ends September 1st. So any of the purchases you make between now and then, again, get you a little bit of entertainment and helps those in needs alongside Pierre Poilievre's promises to axe the tax and make food more affordable for those who can't supply for their own families right now. Speaking of Pierre Poilievre, we're going to get straight into what is going on here. There's an online campaign going around right now where people are calling everything weird. I don't know what's happening with that, but they keep saying that Pierre Poilievre is weird. Well, Justin Trudeau is out in full force trying to essentially make the Conservatives look bad. And well, you can even see here Pierre tweeting out yesterday that Trudeau lies about his schedule and then tells his personal propaganda outlets, the CBC, where he will be so that they can show up and write a puff piece. In my opinion, CP and the CBC are not media. They are part of Trudeau's public relations team. And again, I showed a video earlier this week on an interview with Pierre Poilievre talking about how he plans to get rid of those outlets by not giving them funding. Of course, you can see here, Justin Trudeau's schedule says that there's no public event scheduled, but that the PM is on a national campaign tour. He lies about it every day. Of course, Justin Trudeau, again, just trying to ditch anybody questioning his terrible polling numbers or the fact that he won't hold caucus meetings, that his whole party is turned against him. And in fact, again, I have a video showing just how his party is starting to fold, which we will get into later. But Trudeau, again, coming out against Pierre, because we're seeing this in all forms, as even accounts like the Plebs are showing bots being accused now on Pierre Poilievre. Now, he had a rally last weekend. Everybody's saying that that rally, again, had bots coming out saying, oh, I went to see it and I'm so refreshed and I thought it was so great. I've now decided I'm going to vote for Pierre Poilievre. I have news for you if you haven't been on the internet anytime lately. Bots exist everywhere. It just happens. The Pleb even calling out that Justin Trudeau's comment section is filled with bots. It's been this way for many years. And this is where, again, it's the kettle calling the pot black. They've been using bots for a long time. It's part of campaigning. It's part of advertising. It's part of social media advertising. You've got this claim right here saying Pierre Poilievre is a fraud, and if anybody wonders why Canadians have become so divisive, perhaps look into who's purchasing the bots for hire, publishing the same message about a small town from all over the world. Now, of course, it shows all the bot accounts here on Twitter because the left just likes losing their minds. Again, you've got these trends going on. Where's weirdo? I mean, Pierre Poilievre is supposedly weird. I don't know where those are coming from. But as we go in, even Marty up north tried trolling it just to see what would happen. He put, just got back from Justin Trudeau's rally in Jasper, and I'm still buzzing from the energy. As a Northerner, it's refreshing to see a leader who actually listens to our concerns and prioritizes our needs. Now, when I first saw that, I thought Marty was maybe having a stroke. But it turns out after looking it over, no, he's trolling. That's of course what he's doing. But he writes up here, 200,000 views for being pro-Trudeau. That's the algorithm. I'd have 1 million followers if I was regressive. He's got a point. I mean, this is how, and people often talk about this on YouTube. You self-censor on the videos. You watch your words that you're saying. Well, the algorithms favor certain policies. If you want to get your videos out there, if you want to get things out there, you have to bend the knee a little bit in order so that people can get the news, in order for people to get your content. This is just showing you in real time how algorithms work, how they're out to get you. Ryan Garrettson even tweeting out pro-Trudeau bots going all the way back to 2022 that many of us pointed out back then. Was it an issue for politicians or the media? Nope. But pro-Pierre bots, well, that just won't do. The media and the Liberals and the NDP are showing where their loyalty lies. And of course, you can see down here the bots all putting out the same message, all random accounts, all bot accounts. Somebody chiming in, Facebook was horrible for it in the replies. Almost all from Middle East, India, Africa, but I haven't checked in months. I mean, this is what Justin Trudeau's doing. He's scrambling. He's so desperate right now. He's turned everybody on pointing out things like bots on the internet because his polling numbers are so low. He's done, ladies and gentlemen. It's over. I know people hate those words in the titles, but he's scrambling. Get your popcorn. Speaking of scrambling, look at this Yahoo. Look at this wacko. Mark Holland. We all remember his bogus claims that, summer holidays, parents who take their kids out in the car for 12 hours with no bathroom breaks while the country burns. Keep in mind, he talks about recently going to the Olympics to watch the Olympic Games. I don't know how much carbon he burned going on an airplane, how much of the world was burning for him to do that. But the Health Minister, Mark Holland, is asked today about bot farms and whether his government or party should do more against them. There's too much negative toxicity, he says, online. Just listen to this. He gets into his thoughts on Justin Trudeau.
And making sure that care is deeply affordable.
And just to follow up on another topic, there's been conversation in recent days about the use of bot farms on social media. I'm just wondering, from your perspective, is that something you're concerned about heading into the next election? And do you think the federal government or the Liberal Party needs to do more to try to combat the prevalence of these bot accounts?
Well, I don't know about you, Rachel, but I mean, you go online. I don't stay very long. It's pretty toxic, and we wouldn't talk to each other on the street like that. And there are certainly forces in the world that are autocratic and seek to undermine democracy, who want to fuel divisions that are between us and get us to talk to each other in incredibly disrespectful and cruel ways. I think whether or not it's a bot or a human, when somebody is speaking without humanity, when somebody is hiding behind, username 12768, and they give you their opinion, and that opinion is toxic and makes people feel bad, then we have to think about as a society why that's allowed. It took us a long time with newspapers and television to figure out, how it worked. And there were some dark forces that used those new mediums in very nefarious ways. And I think we're seeing that here. There's too much toxic negativity. An opinion is fine, but the cruelty with which it's being unleashed should be rejected. And I think we have to be very circumspect, unfortunately, about what we see online. There are forces that are running these bots and trying to overwhelm the internet to give an appearance of a particular opinion or a consensus around something that simply isn't true, and at worst is seeking to undermine our democracy.
So once again, ever the victim, the Liberals. You can see this woman looking at him like, God, you're a tool. I mean, Mark Holland, again, in other parts of the interviews, he's spoken about Justin Trudeau, and they give the usuals. well, look, we all stand behind our leader and we're not talking about anything. And he's been accused of actually saying rhetoric that Trudeau is finished, that they're going to get him out of there. He's been to Crystia Freeland's backyard for caucus meetings. The party's starting to fold. Now, what he's doing here is playing the victim card of, hey guys, these bot farms, they're hazardous, they're terrible. This is why we want to censor the internet. We'd never do anything like this. I mean, we don't talk to people like this out on the streets. We're innocent and pure. No, Mark. No, you guys have done it all. And you guys have, well, you've made a name for yourselves. And it's interesting to watch as Justin's party's folding now at the seams, going as far as blaming bot farms for their leader's terrible numbers after Stephen Guilbeault has been caught telling Freeland that she should be the next prime minister, as guys like Mark Holland have said, well, there are some things that could be done, but, you know, we're still standing behind Justin. Yay. I mean, this is... The writing's on the wall, guys. It's over. It's crumbling. The Liberals are losing. If they're talking about bots, if this is what they're paying the media to do, if Justin Trudeau's hiding from main media simply to get puff pieces, this reeks of desperation. This is where they're headed anytime we move into another election, whether it be in the fall, whether it be next spring, or whether it go all the way out to the bitter end, which I hope it does, because I want to see Justin Trudeau lose in brutal fashion. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you think the Liberals are getting desperate? Do you think they're going to start putting some knives in good old JT's back when they reconvene back in the fall in the House of Commons? Let me know your thoughts down below. If it's your first time here, I hope this video has earned your subscription. Make sure as you're clicking that bell or the bar, you turn on your bell for notifications. Join me tonight here on the channel for our regular, usual Friday night Fringe stream. We'll be doing it this Thursday because I'm out of town, but every Friday after that, we do Friday Night Fringe, where we talk about everything that's happened this week in politics, everything coming up in the week ahead, as well as some back and forth within the community. It's always great seeing you guys out at those streams. I look forward to hearing what each and every one of you has to say inside of those streams, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you here tonight for our early stream of Thursday Friday Night Fringe here on the channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you on the next one.